TV5 First Alert forecast certified most accurate by Weather Rate.
Yesterday, we saw some scattered snow showers pick up mostly into the evening and the overnight, and it was enough to bring a light coating of snow to many areas around mid-Michigan. So by this morning, anywhere that's untreated on the roads is still going to be a little bit slick, and any damp spots that weren't salted have refrozen into ice. So you will want to factor in a little bit of extra time if you have any plans for the weekend that take you out of the house. But here's a perfect example. CMU's campus in Mount Pleasant, you can see the parking lot there untreated, so the snow was actually able to stick to the pavements, but just some lighter accumulations. Now here we are on your live on time traffic map. If you're heading over towards northern Huron County, even through western Tuscola County, just south of the Saginaw Bay here, we are seeing some slowdowns just from some of those slick spots from the snow that fell overnight. Also M65 farther up north, M55, and even portions of M33 and northern sections of I-75 towards Houghton Lake have also seen some slick spots just this morning from some of that snow. But on your first alert pinpoint Doppler live from MBS, we've had a few snow showers moving right through Houghton Lake. Also some activity that has moved through our western counties too. The better coverage still on the western side of the state, closer to Grand Rapids, and we've had a few flurries that have just left the Flint and Lapeer areas for this morning. So a lot of us still relatively dry, but there's going to be more on the way as we go through the daytime. So we have that continued southwesterly wind on the southern end of that low pressure system, still just sitting there and spinning off towards our west. On your first alert hour by hour, you'll notice that some of that activity does spill into our area, especially towards noon today. This is right in the middle of the daytime, also towards dinner. One thing to note about some of these snow showers today is they could have some squall-like tendencies, just where they put down at least some brief periods of some heavier snowfall rates. So that will be something to keep in mind if you're traveling on the roadways today. You may encounter some spots where you'll need to slow down just temporarily with some of that heavier snowfall. But once we head into the evening, most of that should come to an end. Just a few scattered snow showers that remain into your Sunday morning too. But by Sunday afternoon, just holding on to the cloud coverage, really not looking like we'll break the clouds up over this weekend. Any travel downstate for this weekend, just like here, a lot of lower 30s right at freezing or just below it. Also the case up north, and if you're heading towards the west side of the state, also seeing a lot of similar temperatures in the UP. Just know the eastern UP and also western Michigan is seeing that better snow coverage with that wind coming right off of Lake Superior and Lake Michigan. For our areas, though, snow totals by Sunday evening, not a lot, only about an inch or less for most locations. If anyone comes closer to 2 inches, I think that'll be over into our western counties. And looking ahead towards this week, still very likely that we do see some below average temperatures. That means highs in the 20s. So that's part of the equation for a white Christmas. Here's our white Christmas history over the last 5 years. Saginaw, we haven't had one in the last 5 years. Flint, it has been a little bit more varied. So just know it's not a guarantee as we go in towards the Christmas next weekend, but we do have some snow chances in the extended forecast. So chances at least looking a little bit better for that. Hannah, that's something we'll keep an eye on, but for this weekend, just drive safe on any slick roads.
Wow, crossing my fingers we finally get a white Christmas here.